Why, hello. Today we debut a new segment at Apocalypse Now for all you lovebirds out there, featuring the mysterious and treacherous wild world of Reddit. There are people looking for advice, answers to the questions we often ponder, such as, am I the asshole? Or does this look contagious? Or how was I wrong to sleep with my daughter's girlfriend? In this new segment, you are the star. We will scour Reddit's threads, primarily the threads R Relationship Advice and R AITA, which stands for, you guessed it, am I the asshole? BT dubs, if you're asking that question, the answer is usually yes. Am I right? Or am I... Well, you get the picture. So if, say, you were to post something in these Reddits, and doggone it, you're crazy enough to use the sock tag or hashtag, such as ASocksIn or ANSocks, why, you might find your question on here one day, live from the lab in the sock drawer. I mean, how cool would that be for you? That'd be awesome. Here to help give perspective on the insane and often earth-shattering queries of Reddit, we will welcome some of the familiar faces from the Apocalypse Now universe, such as the old wise, slightly dementified sock from behind the washer, news anchor Nylon Dylon, the Darkitect, Barbara Socks, Hans from Sock Party, TJ Cotton, and fresh from the penitentiary on work release program, Chadwick and Fozzleton III, aka Fozzie. Occasionally, we will also have guests on to help tackle some of the wacky situations people get themselves into on Reddit. It's a wild place, so buckle up. We're about to sock it to Reddit like it's never been socked before.
I have been in a relationship for 6 months now with him. Genuinely nice guy. I can tell he really loves me like his world. But for months he kept asking me what are the sizes of ex's dicks, how thick are they, how many times did I come with them, what sexual position, etc.
Oh, that's not good.
He told me he's insecure, and I keep reassuring him that he is the best sex I ever had, which is true, but he doesn't believe me. He gets upset when I don't want to talk about it. He kept telling me he needs to know everything about my sex life for him to move past it. My last relationship was like 4 years ago. So long. I am really exhausted of this continuous conversation. Is it just me? Cray.
It sounds like your boyfriend a batty boy, yeah?
Yeah, it does seem like your boyfriend is a bit too occupied with the male genitalia. Yeah, maybe he wants to get some of your ex's phone numbers. Hook him up, girl.
When you hear the kettle boil, you must listen when its whistle tells you they are obsessed with penises. Or peni. What's the plural? Listen, it's all insecurity, eh? Your man is worried he doesn't measure up in the bedroom.
That's one way to put it. Not how I would have said it, but the essence of what he said is true. Your boyfriend has to lose the insecurity and stop asking these questions. You can help him by refusing to answer him and setting some boundaries. And if he keeps asking, kick him to the curb, girl.
My wife cheated on me at the beginning of our relationship, 5 years ago. I forgave her, but asked if she could remove him from her social group out of respect. She fought it, but eventually agreed. Back in last December, she added him again.
Aw, come on, girl.
She only said, "I'm sorry this makes you feel bad." Then she went back to her hometown for a couple of days and went AWOL, spent some nights out of my in-laws' house, and gave me some elaborated excuses. I didn't buy it, so I confronted her. She ended the relationship over text.
Text message. Whoa. That's what we call a low blow.
Or a no blow. Get it? Because this girl is leaving him? Ah, never mind. Keep going. She dumped you over text?
She came back home after a couple of days and said she was going to move out. Took her 2 months to actually do it. I ended up helping her move out, and then I moved out myself since I didn't want to be in our old apartment alone.
What? You helped her move out, puto? Que lástima. Where's your pelotas?
We haven't filed for divorce yet, but have been living separately for 3 weeks. Today, she posted on social media a picture showing she's traveling abroad with the guy she cheated on me with, clearly wanting me to see it.
I may be legally blind, but saw that coming.
I feel like it's total disrespect. Needless to say, I gave her the stars and the moon over 5 years of marriage. So I can't understand this move of hers.
Psh, I'll show her a moon, all right. It's my butt.
Please, I could use some help or perspective here. My reaction here is no reaction at all. You think that is okay?
No, brother, it's not okay. You were a doormat for this girl for 5 years. Now she doesn't respect you. For real. Your lady got loco in the calle, homie. Gotta kick her to the curb with the swiftness.
Yeah, no loyalty whatsoever. File for that divorce and stop giving ladies the stars and moon when they clearly only deserve your moon. You gotta have some self-respect, dude. If a woman cheats on you in the beginning, why are you surprised later? She already showed you she's a hot mess. When you date a hot mess, expect burns and messes.
I say, don't be a captain, save a hoe. Find a girl who's a captain, save a bro.
I, Variable F, and my husband Jeff, 25M, have been together for 7 years. We've recently gotten married about 10 months ago. With that, I also got a promotion at my job and I work longer hours. He has a friend, Sarah, 25F. I'm not close to her, I don't talk to her, but I will greet her and be civil if I have to.
Hold on, sorry. Dylon, are you paying attention to the story? What's all that noise and why can't we see you?
We just have a gas leak or steam vent explosion or something smoky happened. But like an accident.
Well, please pay attention to the story. That's the whole point of doing this. How are you going to help somebody if you don't even know the situation?
Well, it's a leak, man. I don't know what you want me to do.
Okay. Just pay attention. Roll it.
I already did. Wait. Never mind. Roll the tape.
My husband knows her as they were in the same training for their job. They work in 2 different departments though. So, to the problem. Me and my husband had gotten off of work a bit earlier, so I decided to make a nice meal for both of us, as we haven't been able to have a lot of time together, so I wanted to have a nice romantic dinner in our dining room. Fast forward some hours. After I finished cooking, I only made enough portions for me, him and a bit for myself for my lunch tomorrow at work, so I let him know about my lunch I had in the fridge and that it isn't leftovers. Anyways, we're sitting down enjoying our meal and talking. That's when somebody walks in. Obviously, I'm thinking somebody just snuck into our house or something because I never gave anybody a key. All I knew is that my husband and myself have a key.
Ooh, the suspense, eh?
To my surprise, Sarah came walking in as she greeted my husband. I had to greet her first, and she finally looked at me and greeted me.
In your house? Oh, hell no, girl.
I looked at my husband and said, I didn't know we had company. He just shrugged it off and said, I decided to invite her over to hang out. I'm blindsided because I wanted this night to be just for us since we've been so busy.
Wow. Your husband is not very good at planning, yeah?
No, dummy. He's clearly cheating on her or something. I mean, how is she in the house?
Sarah sits down and has the nerve to ask, where is my plate?
What? Okay, time to smack a hoe.
I looked at her, I reminded her that I wasn't aware that she was coming over, so I didn't make enough, and I apologized. She started calling me rude and inconsiderate, but I kept letting her know that I wasn't aware and I could Uber Eats her something if she wanted or fix her up a sandwich.
There's a time for peace and forgiveness. But the only sandwich you should be fixing her is a knuckle sandwich.
She looked at my husband and asked why she didn't have a plate. I kid you not. My husband gets up, goes over to the fridge, takes my temporary lunch bowl out the fridge and reheats it and gives it to her. I immediately tried to take it, but he moved it, and I said, that's my lunch for tomorrow, and he replied to me, you could make yourself something else. To be fair, I was pissed.
Stop being fair, girl. Your husband wasn't playing fair when he hooked up with Sarah. Kick her in the throat.
He gave the plate to her and she just started eating it and thanked him. Obviously, I'm mad at this point, and I was going on about how that was my lunch for tomorrow while he ignored me. Sarah kept calling me bitter and childish, saying it wasn't serious. I soon had enough and just stormed upstairs and never came back downstairs.
Your husband, that vato's no good. But you gotta stand up for yourself, Nina. This girl is disrespecting you right in your casa. And your husband needs a chancla across the jaw.
Damn, girl, my blood is boiling right now. You let that little hussy talk to you like that in your house? Calling you bitter while she's eating your lunch? Yeah, if you were in jail, you would definitely be the one holding her inside-out pocket. That means you're someone's bitch.
My husband ended up coming upstairs very late at night and just getting into bed without even giving me a kiss.
A kiss? He should have come into a fist. Now I'm pissed. I can't right now. Are you for real? There's no need to kiss that dog. Just get a signature on those divorce papers.
I wake up easily, but I was still halfway asleep. I just want to know if I was being selfish and made a big deal out of him giving her the food. Am I the asshole?
My blood pressure. I mean, I hope you know you just found out your husband is cheating on you. Selfish. This woman was in your home unannounced, and your husband treated you like the pariah when you cooked him a romantic dinner. Not only did he not care about that, as evidenced by his having his friend not only lurking in your home, but expecting a plate, but he didn't even care enough to give you any notice this woman was joining you for this romantic dinner for two. It's rough, but your husband is a sociopath. I can hardly take this. My blood pressure's out of control. Anyways, cut him loose now or pay for it later.
And whenever you want to talk about this Sarah girl, let me know. She deserves to catch a pause for this.
Yeah, I would definitely run the fees with that pendeja. The level of disrespect is unacceptable, eh? All the best, but leave the pest. And take down my number, eh?
Fozzie.
Ain't nobody stopping us.
A few weeks ago, my sister and her daughter came over for a visit. We had a nice time. The adults chatted in the kitchen while the kids played in the living room. I collect small ceramic figurines and display them on a shelf. They aren't worth much, but they're special to me. A few days after their visit, I noticed some figurines were missing. At first I thought I had misplaced them, but then I saw a photo on social media that my sister posted. One of my figurines was sitting on a shelf in my niece's room.
Oh no, I hate it when your family steals from you. They never want to give your ganja back.
I messaged my sister and asked if they had taken them by mistake. She said her daughter probably took them because she liked them, and promised to bring them back next time.
Yeah, if you see something that isn't yours, you like it and you take it without asking, that is the definition of stealing, yeah?
When they visited again, the figurines didn't come with them. My sister said she forgot. By then, I was more annoyed than anything. After they left, I gathered up all the little things my niece had left behind during previous visits, some toys, notebooks, and hair accessories, and gave them to my sister's friend who works nearby. I asked her to return them only after I got my stuff back.
Yeah, better be after you get your stuff back. Your sister's raising una ladrona.
That evening, my sister called me, clearly upset. She said I was being petty and that I shouldn't drag kids into adult problems. I told her that if her daughter was old enough to take things that didn't belong to her, she was old enough to learn that actions have consequences.
Preach, girl.
The next day, my sister showed up with not only my figurines but also a few extra ones that weren't even mine. I returned them all and gave back her daughter's things as well. I told her that in the future, I expected her to handle things more seriously if something like this happened again. Now my sister is mad and says I overreacted. My mom thinks I should have just had a calm talk instead of making a point like that.
But wait, it seems like you did have that conversation with her. And how inconvenient should you be when you were just stolen from? Your sister should have just told her daughter not to steal and return the figurines.
Yes, it seemed like your sister not doing the best job raising her thief of a daughter. But hey, they are family. Hard to get rid of. This is a teachable moment, and you did a great job in standing your ground. Even if it is being an adult taking a figurine back from a child, it is still important the child know that stealing isn't acceptable behavior regardless, and that actions can have consequences.
So, am I the asshole for standing my ground?
Tell her stop stealing or she'll end up with the lump of coal from Santa for Christmas. It doesn't even burn that good either. Left the carne asada half raw.
Alright, so what's the consensus, everyone? Is the writer the asshole in this situation?
No, she's a good tia. The sister is loca.
Ain't nobody stopping ya. Ain't nobody bothering ya. Shake it and let's see. Make it happen. Ain't nobody stopping ya. Ain't nobody bothering ya. Shake it and let's see. Make it happen. Ain't nobody stopping ya. Ain't nobody bothering ya. Shake it and let's see. Make it happen. Ain't nobody stopping ya.
Doing the best job raising her thief of a daughter. But hey, they are family. Hard to get rid of. This is a teachable moment, and you did a great job in standing your ground. Even if it is being an adult taking a figurine back from a child, it is still important the child know that stealing isn't acceptable behavior regardless, and that actions can have consequences.
Tell her stop stealing or she'll end up with the lump of coal from Santa for Christmas. It doesn't even burn that good either. Left the carne asada half raw. I had to be bad. No, she's a good tia. The sister is loca.